welcome to the channel Sophia Sews and Play. In this video I'm going to be showing my Pfaff vintage sewing machine, which I pulled out so that I can start sewing on it, because I kind of pull out all of my vintages like every 6 months each one, to oil it and to sew on it, because a sewing machine is supposed to be used, because if it doesn't use, then it'll get dried up and it will not sew. So I will be showing you this in this video, how I thread it, and a little of the inside of how beautiful it looks. Part of it looks like a bullet, like a like one of those, like a gun that you clean in the inside and all that kind of good stuff. It is beautiful. To me it is. So I'm going to show you, and then you can decide what you think about it. But would you own one of these? So without any further ado, let me show you what they look like. This is the Pfaff original manual. Love it. And so I will be showing you gradually some more stitches that I do on it as I go. Let me show you some of the stitches that it does. These are the smaller sizes, regular sizes, but you can bump these bigger, as big as you want to. So these are some of that I practiced on. So I'll show you some of when I start sewing on it. And then this also those are the stitches. Nice. And in that, I'll be showing you how you have to do the how to set it up to get these specific stitches. Anyways, without any further ado, thank you so much for visiting the channel, and please don't forget to subscribe so that you will be notified whenever I post another one of my vintage sewing machines. Okay, friends, so this is how I'm first, let me introduce you to the Pfaff 360, and it's an automatic. Let me show you something about this that I love. To oil it and do all the, not all, but the grand majority of the maintenance for the Easy Me, this is what this precious thing looks like in the inside. That looks like it's grease, but it's just not. Or if it is not, I don't know what that is, but that's fine. And I can tell that it needs oiling because it's really dry up in here. But this is look at the entrance. Just look at the entrance. Let me show you the entrance. Look at that. Look at these things. You want to see how it moves? This is so scientifically lovely. This is what I love about this machine, friends. Okay, friends. Now, I have to put this like this so that you can see it. All right? I'll show you the entrance later. Let me just go ahead and make sure this is like this. And you can see. Anyway, so we're going to put this back on and thread it. I'm going to be oiling it later. I should oil some of it, but yeah, I'll oil it later. What am I doing? Right here. So we do like this. This is how easy this gets back on. I love this for that. So now let me show you how I thread it. It is not so simple. To me, it's not. But if my memory get me right, this right here, we have to put this thread through there, through this loop right here. You thread it through here, right? All right, so right now that's the first. Making sure this is a 9. All right, it's a 9. All right. Ooh. All right. So we get it through here. Then we're going to put it through here, right? Then we're coming in here. We can use any hold, because this is a 2-thread stitches if you want to. So I'll just go ahead and use the first one, the top one. Then from here, we're going to go down here to the tension. And then from the tension, we're going in here. It's pretty much easy. I hope I get it right because I'm standing and I'm used to sitting. So I put it in the first hole because I did this one in the first hole, but this one is like that. So then we have this other one down here. This one, you could put it in this way, but I be having a lot of problems getting it in there when I do it this way. So what I'm going to do, like I always do, is I put it through here. All right. So it's going to make sure this goes through here. That's how. All right. Don't get tangled up on me here. All right. I was trying to get tangled up. And then all this happened. All right. So we're going to put this back in here like this. It's kind of loose. All right. There we go. So then from this right here, we go down here. This is like this. All right, so from here we come down here and okay, so friends, the thread from this one right here had to go in this one. So I'm having a little problem putting it through this loop down here, right under the, right upon the needle. So what we're gonna do, if you want to, you could do like I do, put it through. So we got it thread right now, and I need to thread the needle. So we got the needle in, and we're going to test it out. When I got this sewing machine, I didn't do the maintenance on it because it was stuck with a lot of gunk in there, really stuck. And I thought it wasn't going to work, but it did, and I'm so glad it did. I had two, and I sold one because I didn't need two. And the reason I got, let me tell you, the reason I had two is because the first one that I had, it worked very good, right? And that was the first time I was playing with these machines, so I kind of practiced on that, the first one. And what I did was it was so stuck, I over oiled it so much so that I got it unstuck, friends. I did get it unstuck. And then I put my dryer in there, and that's what helped a lot. But then after that, I kept putting oil to make sure because I see all these little things, right? Not knowing what I'm doing. And then when I started sewing, it's so pretty, and I tested all the stitches, and it stitched really nice, right? This one. I mean the other one also, but that other one, it was, I was sewing and the oil was dripping, so I couldn't get it out. So I sold it, and I told this, while I sold it, I said this is the only reason why I'm selling it is because I over oiled it, and it's dripping, but it's working beautiful because it did all the stitches, right? So then I that one only had the machine. It did not have the extra feet right here, this extra table, and it didn't have the tools, which the tools came in this box, right? And it didn't have this. So this one, I saw it was dirty, but it had all of this. It had this, it had this. It even had the manual, because the manual from the first one, I printed it out, and here I have it to use it as I go, since I haven't used it in a long time. So I printed it out, but I do have the original. I got all the stuff. I even have the original um this bobbin. I got it in here, and then everything I have, all the this different feet that comes originally with this. It even has the word Pfaff on it, and so I thought this is such an original. So I won this one, and this is the little thing where you, if you want to uh, do any embroidery, you just turn this way to whatever number, and then you will get this. You just add it in, and it'll give you that stitch, right? So I kept this one, and I sold the other one. And then you see how this machine sounds, and then here it goes. I love the way it sounds and the way it moves. It's just lovely. So we just finished showing you. There is the stitches. All right, that's the top, and here is the bottom. Isn't that lovely? I love this machine. I love this machine, man. I really do. So, friends, I just wanted to show you this part right here, and I wanted to show you how to thread it. And I'm sorry that I was standing, but yeah, the only thing that has this where the thread goes through here is this one, and this one too, but it gives such a hard time. I even break my thread, so I just put it through here, and then I put it through here instead of just going through all that, you know. But it doesn't matter. It's lovely. So thanks for watching. And don't forget, please subscribe, and thank you so much for viewing my channel. This is a closer look at the inside, how it moves. Look at that. And this right here is where we add the numbers for these stitches. We just put the number here, and I'm going to have to really oil it, because this is, see, you have to oil that right there, all up in here, all these. It's really dry. Look at that. So I need to oil it, and I'm going to do it now that it's open. And then look at this. Look at this area right here. This is fantastic. This is what I'm talking about. Lovely. And this is the belt. I never changed the belt, but the belt didn't look like it needed. All I did was kind of clean around it. And everything needs oiling, man. Oh, Lord. But you see how good it still sews, right? These right here have a lot to do with the embroidery stitching. This right here is the cams that does the embroideries, right? And this is where you're going to do the settings for the embroidery. But this right here has to do with the embroidery, because when you're doing embroideries, it just goes up and down. And you see, I love that the parts has its name on it. Each part has its name on it, and even the screws, some of the screws has the name Pfaff on it. Yes, friends. Yes, friends. Lovely. And this right here was, I guess, the 2-year warranty that it had from the year it was manufactured.